What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly collective tarot for the week of May 2nd through May 8th of 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, but we're doing tarot, so who cares? Autopilot things. Just gotta mix it up. Keep you on your toes. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to pull some cards for this week, see what they have to say. The weekly astrology should be up, although it's so funny. People always comment on this video and they're like, the weekly astrology is not up, but then I check it on the page and it has views and likes and comments. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I went live. There was a weekly astrology done. I hope you're able to see it. I don't know what to do, but let's see what the cards have to say this week. Let's see what they're saying. Gonna use the Morgan Greer deck this week. And I have a nice secondary camera for this one. So let's go. We got Judgment for the illumination. Judgment is upon us this week. Is this the Judgment Day? What are the judgments? Are these is this God judging us? Are we judging ourselves? There's definitely a heightened sense of judgment. But, I think it is that trumpet is blazing for fate. We just came off an eclipse. If I am talking about astrology, and where's the wheel of fate trying to take us? Where are you feeling that, trumpet call in your life? Where's that blazing towards? The sun is a blazing ball of gas, maybe some would say, or what is it? I don't necessarily know what it is, but it's up there and it's bright and it gives us life every day. So there's something about a trumpet call in life blazing for you, and maybe it feels like a reawakening. Maybe it feels like we're getting a resurrection in life too. Maybe this is like resurrecting to a higher calling for your life, a higher calling for this physical reality this week. And I think it's just listening to that, paying attention to where that trumpet is blazing, where the universe is trying to get your attention in life, and to not ignore that when it shows up. For the moon, we got the Queen of Pentacles upright. Definitely, like anytime this week that we get in any position or we're trying to listen to this trumpet call from the universe, it is about knowing your self-worth and feeling supported within yourself and having that like emotional knowing that you have the resources at hand to go where you need to go, or to have any connections that you need to connect with, or whatever's going to feel good in life. It's all within you. And I think that the more you can just root into that and create based on that knowing, the better you're going to feel. That's a really positive card to get with the moon, not only, but even getting the Judgment upright here. And, they're both yellow. There's something about that creative, sort of exciting, youthful energy, but it's also this youthful, like knowing where you're at right now and using that call, using what you already know to still feel secure and to be also excited in that youth. So there's the maturity in the youth, I feel, from this week that is a good balance point. Like you don't have to feel like you're too, you're almost naked and afraid in the universe right now, or for whatever the call is. You're actually very supported, and that support just has to be felt within yourself, and you're good to go. So, I think this brings up values in our life big time, and realizing that the value of yourself is so, so important right now, so that you can really listen to a bigger sort of calling that's coming through, or wherever your life's getting resurrected right now. It's actually getting resurrected to give you a better sense of worth and to give you a better just stability within yourself, feeling really strong. So I think this could be a really strong week for people. Mars got the Ten of Wands in reverse. I would say that's, it's time to drop some weight. And it's almost like we don't want to with it reversed. It's almost like, well, I kind of just want to keep this weight on my shoulder. I don't really want to close it out and just start fresh. And I don't even know if it's about starting fresh. It's just like, it's really like with the moon getting that Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. It's like there's a judgment to drop something in life. It's probably not the whole bushel. of wands here, or things that you've tried to create, or aspects of self here. It's like a couple. It's the stuff that is really awkward to carry right now, that really doesn't make sense, that really doesn't fit, who you are, or where you're feeling like this uplifting, energy come from. So paying attention to what isn't in alignment with where you're going and what's just from the past will be, I think, very important. And if you can identify with that and drop the few things in life that aren't on that same frequency or that same page, you'll feel much better. But, I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to just drop everything. And I don't, I'm getting from this reading, like, you don't have to drop everything. You just have to, this guy looks really awkward trying to carry all those. They're all kind of going one way. I don't know if you've ever tried to like carry. I used to do construction. I would carry like a bunch of like pipe at once, and you can't do it like that. So maybe this is about also finding different ways to carry the parts of us that we want. And sometimes you got to set some things down and come back for it, or someone else picks that up and you don't have to worry about it ever again. So take that into your own life here. Where are you carrying way, way, way too much? And you don't have to drop everything, but there's certain things in life that are not part of a bigger calling that can definitely be left behind. And maybe you come back to pick those up. Maybe you don't. Don't worry about that. If you know what's valuable to you, it'll either show up that those are valuable moving forward or they're not. Mercury got the 9 of Swords upright. Feeling like we're in some anxious, trapped place in our mind would definitely get us into a weird, spin on things. I don't know. There can be a distrust of our thoughts right now, being like, is this really going into the future? Is this really a lot of 9 energy, judgment? It's very interesting. There's something closing. It might not close fully this week, but I think pay attention to the signs and where things are feeling like a resurrection in life, and not just like a deeper into a grave or deeper into a hole that's uncomfortable. We're not meant to live in a nightmare right now. And we're not meant to feel like bound and strapped to anything either. So I think we have to, get our own mind in a place where we can realize that we're not so tied up, we're not so strapped, and we don't need to feel this crazy sense of anxiety over what we're leaving behind or what we're taking some of the weight off, but to just focus on the things that make you feel good. It'll be very beneficial, and it'll show you, wow, I really do have the power to choose better things in my life over things that actually just tie me up mentally and give me anxiety, or an environment that's stressful. We got the Magician reversed for Venus. So, we don't want to feel like we are out of our creative potential right now, or we are lacking tools, or like relationships don't have any magic behind them. I think they definitely do. It's just like you kind of have to get back to yourself here and realize that things can kind of come to an alchemical place in our life of creation in ways that maybe we haven't tried before. Maybe we've already tried to extend our creative potential in one area, but we're realizing that there's a whole new area kind of opening up. Maybe one we haven't seen before or looked in a direction for, but there's that trumpet of judgment playing in the background like, hey, try using that magic over here. Try turning this lead into gold. You've been trying to turn that piece of lead into gold for a while, but it's not really doing anything and stressing you out. And it's keeping you tied up and anxious, and drop some of that. Try over here. So I think, this is a really important time to realize you're not without magic, but maybe where you've been trying to use your magic wasn't the place that it was meant to be used at right now, or maybe ever. And to be okay with that, and to still feel good about yourself, and to still feel secure, and to not put yourself down, or to put others down. Like, just accept that the calling's actually over here to use that magic. It's not over here, and that's okay. Jupiter, the most abundant card in the deck, got the 6 of Wands in reverse. So, that's always a good spot to get a card, even if it's reversed. And it's, reverse Six of Wands is like, oh, you're trying too hard to get victory in one spot. I think that maybe that's what this is. Like, you're trying too hard to get victory in a place that you weren't meant to achieve victory in, but the abundance is actually in the next place that the trumpets are calling for, that is actually going to give you a better foundation of value. Go there. It's okay if we weren't victorious in a previous place. And I think that's the big thing this week. Oh, but I didn't finish that, or I didn't, get to the top of that. I feel like unfinished business. It's finished business. Drop it. Stop putting yourself down or feeling like you can't create new things. There's victory in every avenue, every corner, in every scenario, all the time. And it's okay if we don't finish one thing or get the valor or the recognition for the one thing that we wanted. Move on to the next. Maybe that's where your ultimate victory is, and where your ultimate expanse is in the, hey, over here, go look for victory over here. Stop looking over there. You were never meant to have victory right here. And you don't have to hold some crazy weight on that or overjudge yourself or think about it. Just accept it. Saturn got the Two of Pentacles upright. Big choices. I think we need to make decisions about where we, actually put our energy and where that valor is. And, we can feel like we're maybe weighing out extremes here, or we feel like we're blocked from a decision, or feel like it's a big choice for a different physical, sort of landscape here, or having to really trust your gut to navigate you to the physical things that you want. And maybe not just the physical, or maybe not just the mind, but kind of bringing all the tools together here. Like using your mind when necessary, using your intuition heavily, using your heart, using, your physical body, and actually, making the choice that is of like you've grown to this point now. You don't have to be scared to make a choice for better. And anything, that's trying to hold you back or say you don't have a choice, I would say pay attention to that. Pluto got the Page of Swords upright, so a lot of like transformation that's happening this week is with quick stuff that's actually showing up in your reality. And I think that, a lot of messages could come in fast, maybe from your guides, maybe from anywhere. Pay attention to what's showing up. All that stuff that's showing up quick is trying to, definitely take things into that resurrection, space, into where things can really come to a evolution point. And I think you want to have that open mind, that open curiosity, and be able to, move when you have to move. Be able to, keep spry. It's a very youthful card. So it's almost like getting back and transforming back into that page energy and like that messenger, and to, have the conversations, to express the things that you want. If there's a change or a transformation in your life, and it involves people in your life or situations that involve, talk. Communication will help the transformation. Maybe it's a little scary to have these talks, getting it with Pluto, but they're going to deliver the message swiftly, and it's going to have its point and place, and it'll get you to the judgment that you're searching for, or that you want to see in your life. We'll do the wild harmonic first. Earth of dimensional, creating sacred. Yeah, I think this is about creating a sacred, place for yourself here on this planet. Feeling like you are part of God's sacred creation. Feeling like you can take all this different interdimensional energies and bring them into the here and the now and be grounded and feel sacred. And that's maybe where the greatest judgment is like through all experiments, through all maybe failures, through all changes in life, to realize that everything was sacred and everything was connected at this moment for a purpose of maybe this great redirection that ultimately makes you feel so good and so in control of yourself, when we all know we don't have control over anything outside of that. So make your life sacred. Create sacred place in your life, sacred environment, getting that Page of Swords. Sacred relationships that are letting magic bloom. If we're not feeling like our life is sacred, ask the questions why. it's okay to question things. And I bet answers show up for you. The astrology is third house messages. Yeah, I can't make that up, right? So this, your environment, your communication, the message is so important this week. What do you value? Where is judgment taking you? Where's the trumpet of your higher aspect of yourself trying to have you go? And listen to that, because there's victory there, and we can almost be scared of a victory in a new place, or scared of the choice that might, actually redirect our reality. But who cares? Let's be excited for what can be redirected or resurrected or transformed, and not be, scared, but keep that that fresh energy of, oh, sweet, life can go here. I didn't even think about that. Let's talk about it more. That's exciting. I want to go there. We got Venus, 6th house, Aquarius. Well, I would say this is about really finding your unique value system and being able to shift your daily life to fit that frequency, and to get really particular about what that value system is for the frequency that you want. And I think it involves people. Maybe there's a change of people in your physical life that's showing up. Maybe you're analyzing a lot of people situations in your life, or relationship situations, or value situations. And this is where you can break free. This is where you can liberate yourself. But you have to be willing to make a change. You have to be willing to see how you can reformat your physical world. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and sending you all my best. I will catch you for the rest of the week for the daily astrology horoscopes, and so much love. Bye-bye, everybody. Peace.